Hi friends, I spend the better part of this episode talking about how I'm going to go and finish Mark. I have to go help Mark. I have to go give my book to Mark on the fire. I think I meant Holly. In the montage she's called Holly. But there was another body behind the farmhouse which, in that little nook, and I ran past it on my way to help Holly. So was it Mark that I actually needed to help? Because Mark isn't in my montage. So just keep that in mind the whole episode. I'm probably wrong. And next episode, I've got a note now to go and burn a book for the body in the nook. See, I thought I did the one in the nook correctly, and I didn't do Holly, the one by the tree, correctly. And I've maybe just mixed up the names. So I'm going to have to go back and watch my own content. If you have insight, tell me. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to watch it in the next couple of days before I record again. But anyway. Little disclaimer. Enjoy the episode. Hey friends, it's Caro. Welcome back to the Undertaker. I've literally just sat down. Let's get into it. Farmhouse. Cool beans. I know I wrote down a plan. I'm very excited about it. I did not. I wrote it down on a piece of paper. Somewhere. Give me one moment. All right, yeah. See? Hey, Maisie. She followed me all the way back to my notebook and all the way back here. So I wrote it down in my notebook last time because I was like, I don't have time. I didn't do notes in the game. Let's just write a real quick note. So yes, we're going to search this farmhouse. We're going to see if we can find some clothing, and we're going to go back to poor Mark because we've got books now so we can put Mark to rest. Then we're going to the summit because we've just found a bedroll. I'm very excited to remember what we are doing. Right, so. I wonder if I can drop any of this gear. Sure thing, Astrid, but we do need to quickly feed you. And then we're heading up to. We're going to have a look around the house. I'll give her her last couple of hours of sleep, though. It does appear like she's still got a couple of hours she could do. How are you? I'm good. I've got a couple of Easter eggs here. They are banana caramel flavored, which makes me think of banoffee. They smell fantastic. Marshmallow eggs. There's 2 layers there. The dog's interested. No. Oh, that's good. I do have pretty good mic filtering. You shouldn't have heard me eat. I get pretty bad misophonia, so I would not want to cause that discomfort to anybody else. All right, let's straighten up these rugs too. They're going to bother me otherwise. Tidiness. Oh, look. Now, it's technically darker than my white t-shirt, so I'm going to allow it. Let's put it on the outside layer, and then which is best? This will be best. All right. I mean, which is darker, technically? I'd say there's dark black, but then there's a lot of white. The red overall is darker, so I'm going to go with that. I am swapping clothes out. I don't imagine she's going to be doing a lot of repairing, as we are going to be swapping so much, but I mean, oh look, it looks like it's a little teddy bear t-shirt. I probably could, in theory. How much cloth have I got? Yes, Astrid, hush. We've got 5. Oh, we didn't drop the fresh deer hide. That's one thing I didn't do. My bad. I'm not going to forge unless I make tools, because this is a pacifist run. She's not going to hurt anybody. Unless they're coming for me. And then I will use my hammer. So funny, I normally search my way up and end up in this room, but because I came up to go to sleep, I'm starting my search in that room, and it feels very wrong. It feels backwards. I've been doing this a bit lately. Oh, what we got here?
I'll take it.
Oh. I mean, which is darker? I actually think to the eye, right? That the blue jacket is more Undertaker than the Mackinaw. I think I'm gonna have to decide if I'm doing like a darkness review. I did this a lot as a kid where I would go, is this blue darker than red? Even though, like, you know, they're on different scales from each other, and I tried to like compare everything, and I think ultimately, if I'm not 100% sure which one is better, the option is which is more Undertakerly, and unfortunately the Mackinaw on top is not Undertakery, and it's going to have to stay in the underlayer. So we might as well keep the that's a children's, that looks like a child's chair. That's so cute. We may have to abandon the Mackinaw of something warmer, well, not warmer, no, darker, as an underlayer comes up. Never use the Aquapur. My good friend Nocturnal Druid, who is a Twitch regular, always carries at least one tablet around. Hi Druid, if you're watching. I used to, and on lower difficulties I find it kind of, sometimes I'll throw it in. Now this has got to be darker here. There we go. Getting rid of the white. I'll keep one of them for cloth. Though actually it's probably less effort to rip down a curtain than it is to rip down spare clothing. So I'll probably just take a few curtains. Similar amount of time and I get 2 pieces of cloth, so... Astrid, hush. I believe we're not doing well fed. I don't see how I could possibly do it. I just noticed there's a painting behind there. I never noticed that before. It's a deer. It was stored sort of in that corner. You're gonna eat a tree. I can't really save this room. I'm just gonna go. Pretty sure I've not searched anywhere, so let's quickly search the... Are they... Oh, I see. I see. It was a condition comparison and then I ditched one. Film. She is very heavy though, so I would love to feed her. Keep her well fed, but I think this might give me food poisoning. I like this picture. I don't think I've ever noticed this one before. Little bear in the snow. That's very cute. That'll be mountaineers, right? Or is it the cabins in Bleak? The jetty, though the jetty in Bleak has the other bit. Or it could be... No. Interesting. That's camp office, I think. That's... And then this little one here. It's some interesting stuff being shared by Raf on Blue Sky at the moment. If you are not on Blue Sky, that is the main place that the Hinterland team are now. And they have they've been sharing a few little tidbits here and there of Black Frost, which looks very exciting. Long Dark 2. See, my instinct, just then I was thinking, and now I'll go upstairs. My instinct is to always start down here. I've got a good radio voice today. I've got ever so slightly a little bit of a husk. And I've noticed it when I've been talking at work today. And sort of been like, sounding very, like I should be broadcasting something. Or telling you a very important tale. Reading you a story to go to sleep. I have thought about doing some sort of like atmospheric TLD videos. There's quite a few of my friends who already do them though. They're not an unpopular thing. Wow, bounty. But the you know, I wouldn't want to be seen to be taking other people's ideas as well. I just thought it might be quite fun to do something a bit more atmospheric to put on in the background while you are working or sleeping or relaxing, you know. But I think I'd probably find it quite difficult not talking while I play. I'd probably have to go no mic, or I would be like, and now I'm thinking I might do this, and now we're gonna go here, and everyone would be like, oh my god, Corey, shut up, I'm trying to sleep. Right, we're gonna have to figure out what we drop because we are way too heavy. She says as she takes more stuff. All right, so we do want to do Summit. Did I have a long-term plan for this run? I think I do. I think I'm going to go get rescued, aren't I, at Milton? So the plan was to go to Mystery Lake. And go to all the graveyards I can, basically. So we are going to go past here to go to Mystery Lake. So we can be a little bit brutal. Do I need tinder? I don't think I do. I usually pick fire starting. Yeah. So we don't need tinder. We're just gonna do sticks, I think. I desperately want to take all that coal, but there's no point. So let's just take 4 for desperate measures. We shouldn't between here and... Oh, if we're summiting. Between here and the summit, we might want a couple more. The most. We should just be really hoarding sticks, to be quite honest. I'll leave a couple of teas behind. I'll probably use them for warmth. I definitely don't need 2 lots of flour. Let's leave the best quality one. If I want to make bannock, I need the skillet flour and oil, I'm pretty sure. So we should be good. I might even leave a liter of water behind. I'm going to leave the heavy oil and those. I need the hacksaw for the summit. What if I run into Timbies? I might want those. I definitely don't need this many spray cans. They're quite heavy. 31's only going to give me a couple of sprays, though, for my mission, so I better take another one. 6 stones is probably excessive. Bad torches. Very bad. They're all bad torches. Oh, boy. We're going to drop our fresh deer hide. And we're going to probably leave our metal for now. 11 old man's beard lichen. I probably should make some of those. I'm going to leave 2 behind. I can make 3 now. No decorations. And I think we might naturally lose some weight if we eat. Actually, let's eat. And do I want to be making bannock as I travel? I probably do, to be quite honest. Let's eat the maple syrup. I think maple syrup can't make you sick. Okay. 35.93. We're definitely going to lose that by using sticks, and it would be very easy to drop stuff as we travel. Okay, let's go find Mark. Mark should be just behind us. No. Mark was the one at the tree branch on the way to 3 Strikes, so he's a bit further away. But let's go and pay our respects. I was gonna say, what am I hearing? I think it's just the sounds of the house. Fully prepared to get bared for a second there, but we're okay. Normal wolf to my left. Shouldn't be too interested in me. Hopefully be able to just go around behind. Get on there and around there and behind there, boy. Not quite sure what compelled me to say it like that, but moving on. Sometimes my mouth says things that my brain has thought, and I haven't thought to myself, is that the right thing to say? Anyway, never thought I had a very good southern accent. Cacao. That's the other person we've already put to rest. Awoo. Gonna go up and over. I always like to choose height. I'm traveling in the long dark. Height is the way. If I am at all nervous and I don't know what's coming in my path, height is the way. Height allows you to see the predators and, you know, give you your bearings, and also predators are less likely to be high up, to be quite honest. I found they will path up hills, but the higher you go, the fewer wolves you're going to find, in my experience. So I like to just keep an eye out up high. Yep, cold already.
I've never felt so cold.
In your life, I know. Too windy for a torch now, unfortunately. So we're going to have to keep our distance, or we're going to need to find more flares. Bloody wind. Bloody PV being PV. I heard footsteps. Now, that's the bridge there. I go across the river and up a bit. I'm definitely hearing footsteps. Oh, this is the bridge, rather. Creek. He's over there somewhere. Yeah. So we are going to have to use a flare, annoyingly, to, unless I can get a little sheltered spot, to relight his fire, to burn his book. Sprinting through a spraying indicator is really helpful. I highly recommend it. Because it's the time that the indicator's on screen. It's got nothing to do with how fast or slow you move or anything. He wasn't here. Okay. I thought he was by this tree. Is he further over? They're closer to 3 strikes. I didn't think he was. Thought he was here. Is he here? Yeah, here he is. I am right. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can get sheltered enough to finish this for Mark. Because the wind is actually blowing at us right now, and I'm not sure it's going to light. Yeah, okay. Can I light a new fire for you, Mark? Would you mind? Or if I can stand in a specific spot. If I can get, like, here, it might let me do it, but then I've got to creep around. Yeah, I've got the indicator. We do need to warm up. Creaky tree. Alright, well. I might have to give you another fire, Mark. Oh, of course. Did it blow out immediately? Yeah. Bummer. Well, I'm going to need a fire to warm up or I'm going to take too much damage. So let's do a fire just for me. And then we can figure out the mark stuff maybe when the wind dies down. It really has to be at the end, huh? There's nowhere to light it here, though. It's too slopey. Unless I put it just here, I suppose. Will it let me? I'm still sheltered. Dang. No. See, here would work. Oh, now I have to do it. You know what? I don't want to use the cedar, though. Let's just do it so we don't, like, freeze to death. Bloody wind. Now, yeah, I was going to say, the slope better let me put my teas down. It is. Excuse me. I'm warming up quite rapidly now. Okay. Let's make, like, dressings and stuff.
Anything right now.
I was going to say, the wind has to stop. Can I cook that soup? Yeah. 27%? This might be quite risky. This might be a bad idea, but we'll just have to see. Perfect timing. I'm going to give it a go. Fingers crossed, everybody. Hooray. Now, do I want to make bannock? I was going to say while I'm got this fire going. Spent a lot of my game day already doing just this stuff, but that's okay. Oh, I have 6 dressings now. Oh, I thought I just had the lichen. I think I was looking in this category. I was. I have 6 dressings now. Well, that's okay. That's okay. I don't mind having lots of spare dressings. I don't intend to get infections, but because I'm also not killing wolves, I'm just fighting them off if I get in trouble. I may actually end up needing dressings, so you never know. One more bannock and then we'll go around the corner and sort out Mark. Alright, let's do our new teas. Wow, very bright. You can really see how pale I am when I'm have a bright sunny day in the long dark and I'm got a fire in the snow or a torch in the snow. Let's add some more sticks so we can pull a few torches. Gonna eat a bannock. I'm gonna take a few torches. Oh good, because my last torches have been bad. And we're going to drink a reishi tea. I'm gonna go whole tea. I'm not gonna make a tiny tea with that one. Seeing I have clean tea. And we're gonna go give Mark his book. And then we can head up the mountain. I'm excited to summit and see what's up there. It's always good to try and summit early if you can, in case anything has spawned really low condition and then it degrades in the containers. All right. Mark, may your memory be a blessing. Okay. Well, we made it work. So I've already got Mark in the montage at the end of the video, but we've finished the job now. Taking a funny route here, but that's okay. I want to run up that hill just for funsies, but I doubt the game will let me. There's Bun Buns. Keep reminding myself that she's a pacifist, because I'm like, oh, easy food. It's never that much food for the effort, though, I feel. Like, you know, you get the bunny, harvest the bunny, get the fire going, cook the bunny. Always feels like you don't get enough food out of all of that effort. Now. Whee! Here's the roads. We just need to go over. Lots of funny little routes you can take to get take it. I'm pretty sure I've gone up and over here before a few times. I think this lets you get quite high. Maybe not. I think I might have just gone around behind. But yeah, definitely did this a few times. To the cache. Gonna end up, I'm pretty sure, close to the bear cave, though. Might not be my best decision. Though there wasn't a bear last time I came through. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think we're just by the bear cave in the bunker now. No point going into the bunker unless you want the prepper pie on Interloper. Though on custom settings set to Interloper, you can. Find a full bunker, I mean. Now, did I do the plane crash? I have a feeling I skipped the plane crash because I was like, I'm too cold, I need to keep going. Do I want to do it now? Yeah, there won't be anything in this bunker. Potentially a recipe, but I don't know whether I think I might have skipped it. And I think I said to myself, I probably should go to the plane crash because of all the clothing. I've gone too far anyway. But I have a feeling I haven't done it. Yeah, we went past it, so we'll just go back around. Is this cave new to me? Yes, it is. Okay, so yeah, I didn't do it. Because I'd always come down via this cave normally. I'm actually warm, I just realised. Been walking around warm. That's nice. Never really anything in here, I don't think. Sure, Astrid. Let me get right on that. Caw, caw, caw. Caw, caw, caw. Now, there are a lot of bodies at the plane crash. And suitcases. But you don't necessarily get that good of stuff. There's people who play Interloper who swear by the plane crash. They always come to the plane crash. Best place for clothing. Make sure you go to the plane crash. Never been that impressed on Interloper.
I think I can use this.
Like, I can wear these for now, but as I mean there are no darker socks, so I probably should actually just wear no socks, because I'm never gonna find a dark piece of clothing that fits that slot. Sports vest. Is a sports vest darker than... is this darker than the Mackinac? Is it darker than this? Like, I don't... Like, no? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to measure darkness anymore. But we did say what looks more Undertaker-y, and I really don't think a sports vest looks Undertaker-y. That's the other real criteria to judge by. There's usually a dead person. Oh no, I'm thinking of the wrong thing. I thought I was further along. Dead person here, but there's also a dead person in that corner over there. Feel compelled to pick up the feathers when I don't need to. Clang, clang, clang. Leaving the film. We don't intend to get the camera on this run. Same thing. Interesting. People traveling with film, I suppose, for their holidays or whatever. See, I just don't find this place very impressive, and I don't really know why.
Nobody needs this anymore.
I mean, second pair of underwear is great, but I don't really know. Yeah. I suppose you could get really lucky, but I've never gotten lucky. In my opinion, I've never found anything that's made me go, ooh, nice. But yes, a second pair of underwear is good, so I will give them that. But yeah, and then this is soda. And that's it. There's nothing in these. Bashrobes looked into the code, and there's currently nothing in the overhead lockers. So do not waste your time on those. Air wrap. Okay. That's pretty good.
I'll take it.
New baseball cap. We're leaving it. We're leaving it. Alright. Now, did we do the corpse by Skeeters? I think we had Timbies. So I think we said no. Oh, no, we did. We did. We did. I remember it now. We did. We did the one on the way and then the one all the way over there. Miguel, I think his name was. A busy Undertaker doesn't remember every single client, I'm afraid. So I imagine they remember many. Definitely a hard job. One of my cousins was training to be an Undertaker at one point. I'm not sure if she still is. But yeah, like what a rough... You have to have a certain personality, I think. Not for the I couldn't do the part with the actual bodies. I could do the part with the funeral arranging and the communicating with families. I think I could do that. I could cope with that. I think I have the right personality to talk to people when they're struggling. But I don't think I could do the body part. And I don't know how often those are separate jobs. But I do remember the kindness that was very evident in all of the Undertakers I've dealt with. I barely remember my dad's... talking to my dad's funeral guy. But I remember very clearly the plan my dad had, because my dad chose his own funeral because my dad knew he was going to die. They gave him 2 years to live, and he kind of that week got his affairs in order and retired immediately from his work. He would plan to retire 4 years from then, or 4 years from then, and he got his affairs in order, and that was it. And he lived 11 months, unfortunately. He didn't get those 2 years. But he also did, towards the end, decline any further treatment. And he was supposed to get a transplant from a donor, which would have given him a better chance. But unfortunately, we could only give him a family transplant from my brother, and that didn't really take. So unfortunately, it could have been... if he'd had a transplant from a donor that was a true match, then he might have lived. But yeah, anyway, it was I remember it being a beautiful funeral. Horrendous. You know, but the best it could be, I guess. All right, I guess this series is gonna have me talking about death, which makes sense, but still. Oh, I didn't mean that, but sure. Things move sometimes in your inventory. Excuse me, cough. Bit dry there for a minute. Alright. We're going to have to sleep before we go up there, so we might as well just do it. Alright.
I've never been so hungry in my life.
Oh, a little Aurora. Just as a treat. We're going to have to go starvation soon. Unfortunately, I just don't have the calories to keep up with Astrid. Unless I want to eat, you know, stuff that's going to make her sick, so. We don't have any more sodas. Oh, we do. We'll do a last ditch little soda. We can make some more bannock. But for now, we'll just do Zikata tails. We are light enough now to climb into Timberwolf Mountain again, so let's do that. Now, I think there were some Timberwolves in my way. I remember doing a detour. Was that on this run? I think it was. So we will need to go behind Mountaineers and down that way rather than across the lake, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember. But we'll find out shortly. 37 minutes in. I probably should be calling it here, but let's just get ourselves into Timby. So speedy, Astrid. I love it when she's not tired. We have crampons though, don't we? So that makes a huge difference. Wow. Going to the summit with crampons is just a thing of beauty, I tell you. It's like they're just amazing. And I've heard the improvised ones can be even better. And I've never made them. And they're not even that hard to make. I just forget that that's a thing. There's quite a few things in the game I forget are a thing. I mean, I've only just started doing fire hardened arrows, which are awesome, by the way. I've only just started noticing and remembering that burdock exists in the world because I've never used it. I made it once for the novelty when it first came out. Recently on stream I made cooked acorns, and then because I was starving and was panicking because I didn't want to lose my well-fed, and made a whole portion of 4 of them and then ate 1 or 2 and was like, oh my god, and then didn't realize I still had 2 left. One of my more stupid moments. But yeah, I keep forgetting that these extra little new things exist. I probably shouldn't be sprinting seeing as I'm going to be climbing, but I just want to get her in there. It's cold. Excuse me. It's going to be a beautiful day though by the looks of it. It's a pity about that line straight up there. You see that straight line that's got the little bit of blurring on its edge? It's the only thing that's made me go, oh yeah, this is a video game. It just took me out of it just for a minute. The beautiful immersion that this game puts me in normally. Woo. I do get excited now when I hear the wolves howling because I'm like, okay, so no timbies. If real wolves are howling, normal wolves are howling, then the timbies aren't around. Look at that plane straight ahead. I never look up there when I'm walking in, but it's always there, right there for you to see. There's the plane. And if you're observant, and this is the first time you've been to Timberwolf Mountain, and you're observant and you notice that, like, it's amazing. The mountain looks beautiful too in the light. Birch.
I've never been so hungry in my life.
Yeah, Astrid, I'm actually going to stop solving that problem for you. I'm afraid, because we don't have enough sustenance. But I promise you, we will feed you again as soon as we can. It's not like you have well fed right now anyway. We're not losing anything, it's just going to be a delay in getting well fed. She's still young, like she's still a fresh young 10 days old, you know? Still early game, and yeah, starvation is really the only way that works right now. And luckily we're light enough that we don't need well-fed to be able to carry stuff. And when I loot the plane up in Interloper, it's going to be so lacking in loot anyway that I'm not going to be really overburdened. But if I do get overburdened, then I just run down the plane. I just goat down the side of the mountain. So we did help poor Mark, but that is the only soul we've managed to help today. So I'm sorry that this episode has no one else to add to the montage. But we will be heading up to the summit next episode. Alright, we've got normal wolves on the other side of the lake. So I actually think we don't have timber wolves on the lake at all. Yeah, so the timbies must be in my way to the plane. Well, that's going to make life interesting, isn't it? Am I warm in the bed? Yes. Alright, very quick nap. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Please like, comment, and subscribe because engaging with the video means more people get shown it on YouTube. I'll see you really soon and I appreciate you. Take care. Bye. In the arms of the angel, fly away from here, from this dark, cold hotel room, and the endlessness that you feel. You are pulled from the wreckage of your silent reverie. You're in the arms of